Welcome back to the My Lead Gen Secret case study. This is the case study that I was doing on My Lead Gen Secret, and I started it in the 1st of January 24. And the idea was to do a case study over the 12 months to find out how much revenue we can generate using My Lead Gen Secret and ClickBank products. So here's what's happened. We went through 175 days. If you've been following the case study, or if you've been going through any of the videos that I've done, you'll know the techniques and the what I've been doing and what I've done and to generate the revenue. So what I'm going to do, I'll tell you what's happened is I started on the 1st of August. We peaked about $700, $800 a month in ClickBank sales, and then I kind of started testing. I'm going to show you the stats, but I started testing and tweaking things like you do to try and improve it. And sometimes when you hit that nice sweet spot, you should kind of keep well alone, just keep doing what works. But my intention was to try and hard test this, find out what does work and what doesn't work. And we've certainly found out what doesn't work. But when you go and test things, you're either going to improve it or you're going to make it worse. And what happened was in August, I still promoted My Lead Gen, but I decided to get I've got an academy called McLauchlan Academy, and it's for online business owners. And I started doing this academy in 2020. And I thought to myself, if I don't stop and just focus 110% on this academy, it's never going to get finished. It was like 4 years, of tinkering around with it, trying to get things to work and going. So I decided to give it all my attention. It's now finished. It's now live. And what I'm now doing, I'm sort of following up and doing exactly what I was doing previous. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go and log into ClickBank. Let's just give that a login. So I'm going to show you some figures. I'm going to show you what's happened, and I'm going to tell you. Well, I want to show you a few things. Let me just show you this. Right, so I'm going to go to reporting. I'm going to go back to a February 25 now. So January the 1st. I'm going to apply. That's going to give us numbers. There we go, look. So in all transparency, this is what's happened. So this is when I first started, and I was on this upward trajectory. And the reason we went up this upward trajectory was because we're getting better at sending emails, we're understanding what people are resonating with, we're constantly testing and tweaking, and what we were doing at that point was working. Okay, and then you go and test things, and we got up to about this sort of level here, $700 to $800 a month. Plus, so you're not only getting that, but you're getting revenue from ClickBank sales, you're getting revenue from My Lead Gen. So there's a number of different revenue streams coming in, and if you already do My Lead Gen, then you'll know. So, based on what I was, you can see the numbers for yourself. So this is June, and then July and August, and this is when I was hard testing things. I thought, let's try. You've just got to go through the process of testing to find out what works and what doesn't work, and that's where we were. Then August, I decided to give all my attention to the academy, and yes, I did continue sending emails to My Lead Gen, but it wasn't consistent. There's a big takeaway from everyone here. Even if you get up to the levels of earning some decent money, if you're not consistent, you will not be able to sustain those sales. Okay, so this is where we went, and we went down and down, down, down. Okay, then come the completion of the academy, I thought, right, we're going to get this back on the road. And then that's where we are now. We're sort of steadily going up. So the intention is to get back to this level and surpass it. Everybody talks about when they're doing My Lead Gen Secret, how many accounts have you got? What's the best strategy? What's the best thing to promote? Let me tell you, I'll tell you this right now. And I'm going to take these glasses off because I'm going to look you right in the eye. It bears no significance compared to you being consistent every single day, sending emails every day, whether you think they're working or not. Take yourself out of the equation, take the income potential out of the equation, forget about making money, and concentrate on sending better emails every single day. And you can tell I'm quite passionate about this, because from doing this and researching my audience, there's literally probably 2 to 5% of people who are consistent, who see this through to the end and actually make decent money every single month with this. And it only comes down to people being consistent. And you read these emails, you'll read these posts from people who say, okay, this is what I've done. I mean, what have I done in terms of money? Okay, $4,150. Okay, now if I was consistent, that would have been about 10. Okay, but I wasn't. And if you're not consistent, you're not going to do it. But yeah, you see these people who say, how did you get all your sales? Okay, well, I just took some basic emails from the affiliate side and I just put them on a rotator and I go out every single day. And that's all I do. Okay, and you see it. And I know you watching this as an affiliate who hasn't made any sales get massively frustrated with that. Massively. Well, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing as you. How come you're getting emails? How come you're making sales? And I'm not. The game's rigged. The algorithm's rigged. Okay? And you start to doubt yourself. And one of the big problems, and I'll say problems, with this industry is for people who are new and haven't got the experience to back themselves up. It's a difficult road mentally to continue when you're not making sales. You know, I know, because I've been there and I just dog-earedly just did it, and I thought, right, I don't care if I'm making sales or not. Don't care what people are going to say, I'm just going to do it. And eventually you start making sales, but then you start to gain the experience of why you made those sales, and you continue with that kind of upward trajectory. So I understand how frustrating it is. But this industry, that's what I was going to say, is that people will destabilize you. They will make you feel insecure about everything because they want to sell you their stuff. Okay? People who've got different traffic things going on. You know, myleadgensecret is a lead generation system. And it works. Clearly it works. Okay? It's not the best one in the world. Okay, the leads come in, their co-registration. Leads are low quality leads. So it's more about the power in numbers and being consistent over the long term. Okay? But as a beginner, you're going to go look for solutions on how to send better emails, and then you'll find that person that says, are you doing myleadgensecret? Because if you are, that's why you're not making sales, because myleadgensecret is rubbish. Then you'll go, oh, what do I do now? Okay, and suddenly you find yourself going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, and never making any money. And the only people that make the money is people that are selling you their stuff. So it's so important to blink yourself. Pretty much like what I did when I was building the academy. I just blinkered myself. I thought, okay, I know I've got things to do, but this is the long term, and this needs doing, because I've been talking about it for 5 years. Okay, and, you know, people can only be so patient. I need to do the same. Okay, so be consistent, and also, when you do your emails, I want you to think, I'm going to write this email to my mate down the pub. I'm going to write this email to a friend of mine, and I'm going to say it in my voice. Okay, because what everyone tends to do when they're beginners is 1 minute they're a beginner, the next minute they go, well, I've got to try and market this stuff to people, so I'm going to be Mr. Enthusiastic Salesman Extraordinaire. Okay, and they also almost take on this persona, this caricature of somebody who's trying to sell. This is great. This is wonderful. This is absolutely fantastic. Oh my God, it's so great. You know, no one in the real world talks like that, unless they've got an ulterior motive, or they're on crack. All right, simple as that. Most people, okay, this is what I found. This is what is working for me. I suggest you go and have a look at it for yourself. Do your due diligence, but it works for loads of people. Go Go and have a look. And things like that. Okay, so how would you talk to your friend in the pub and adapt the same thing in your emails? And it's all about finding your voice. And as soon as you get into a routine of doing it on a regular basis, then you'll find your voice, but more importantly, your audience will understand you and they will get to know, like, and trust you. Because believe it or not, amongst the co-registration leads that you get, you get some duplicates, you get some bots coming in. Okay, there are real people amongst those people, amongst those emails. There are lots of real people, and real people respond to real messages. So that's all you need to do is start doing that. So yeah, I mean, what I do and what a lot of people do, if you come over to where it says where are we now? Affiliate Marketplace. Okay, so we come over to there. So first of all, if you're brand new and you're doing some research on this, then good on you for doing a bit of research. I will say that Mileage Gen Secret works, as I've shown you, and it's just a case of being consistent. But get your first account, go to e-business and e-marketing. Okay, and these leads are co-registration leads within the home business or within the BizOp niche. So they only work within this category. And then what you'll find is all the top jobs, live chat jobs. This is all I promote. That's all I promote. I don't promote anything else. That's it. Okay, but there you'll find the top one because it's most popular. The next one, second most popular, third most popular. And what you'll find is people within the community of Mileage Gen Secret will promote these top 3 or 4 on a rotational basis. Okay, and what you promote is up to you. What I will say is that if you constantly change products, the likelihood is that you'll have a drop off of sales because your audience get to know, like, and trust who you are. They look at what you're promoting, and if every day you're promoting something different, they're going to get a little bit spooked. Okay, unless you tell them in the email, okay, yesterday I sent you this, today I'm sending you this because it's a good fit and it worked, and so on. So you explain yourself. But again, people don't always read the email, so try and keep it simple and to the point. And that's really it. And from these affiliate sites, you get the affiliate page. And what they'll do, they'll provide you with emails, with swipe, with copy, with all kinds of things. So if you go to where it says email swipe, and what I say about the email swipe is don't just use the email swipe verbatim. Don't just get it and use it word for word. Because, again, like I said to you before, you need to implement your own voice to it. Okay, and you might not know what your own voice is, but think about how you would talk to a mate, how you would talk to someone down the pub, how you talk to your friends and family. Okay, and do it the same way. So what I tend to do is I might take this and grab it all. Okay, I mean now I just write them myself, but take that as the general model. Just model that for yourself. Okay. And that's what I generally find. I mean, like today, the email was, I came across a video yesterday from Neil Patel. Okay, Neil Patel, well-known smart marketer, SEO guy, and he was talking about the most popular jobs online. And in there, I think it was number 3 at the top. The top third one was a live chat assistant. The top one was an AI analyst, and somewhere it was a live chat assistant. Well, of course, we promote live chat jobs, which is a live chat assistant. So I kind of intermingled that, and I said, look, this is what I saw yesterday, real story. Maybe somebody, I'm now sending out to 1 million leads every day. Not as though it makes any difference because it bears into insignificance without any consistency. Okay, but that's what happened. So I sent that email, told them about live chat jobs, gave them the links, and somebody at some point will resonate with that. Okay, so that's the kind of thing you want to be doing. Just keeping your kind of ear to the ground of what's happening politically, in news, to keep it relevant. So you're not just sending cookie cutter type generic emails that have no real soul to them. Okay, it's all about you telling people who you are and just resonating with people on the same level. So there we go. that's where we are. I thought I'd just give you an update on My Lead Gen Secret, and I'm going to be doing these. I won't be doing an email every single day because I did kind of blow myself out a little bit doing an email every day and optimizing it and doing all the work and everything else in between. So I'm probably going to be doing it 2-3 times, probably 3 times a week, because as you can appreciate, you know, when I say to people, well, I've got a video on YouTube and there's like 170 odd videos of nearly an hour long each, people get a little bit overwhelmed. So, you know, I'll just keep it simple. But anyway, what I would say is if you're thinking about My Lead Gen Secret, maybe you're considering it, maybe you're doing some research right now, it works, okay? And make your mind up for yourself. And if you're going to do it, don't think about making sales overnight. Don't think about making sales at least for 3 to 6 months. And you might think, well, that's ridiculous, John. I'm doing this to make money. Okay. One of the major considerations that people never take into account is it takes time for your audience to warm up to you. You know, they're not robots, or some are, but it takes time for them people to warm up to you. And in the normal scheme of things, it takes 30, 60, 90 days as a minimum. As a minimum. And as soon as people are getting to know you, getting to trust you, they'll maybe reach out to you. And unfortunately, most people quit before that happens. So here's what I want to say. If you're going to start this, if you're going to start any type of online business, and you quit after 2 or 3 months, don't ever do anything again. All right? And that seems harsh. But if you want to succeed with this business, stick to one thing, stick to one strategy, and see it through to completion. Because as soon as you start making sales, your brain wiring will change completely. From I'm not really sure to this works to you then becoming an online business owner that actually makes money online. So bear that in mind. Bear in mind the fact that it takes time. Okay. And again, going back to the marketers that tell you everything's quick and easy and it's all bloody rainbows and unicorns and everything's great and wonderful, they know it's not. They know it's not. Okay, they're just trying to sell you stuff. Okay, so what I say is that if you understand the process and you understand you've got a bit of work to do, I mean, when you're thinking about My Lead Gen Secret, it's one email a day. And yes, you can stack your accounts together. And what I would recommend you do is I would start with 3 accounts to get you going. Don't put yourself under any financial strain. If don't go, I'm going to try and get 3 accounts straight away. Maybe I won't eat this week, but hopefully I'll make some sales, because you'll be shooting from the wrong gun immediately. Okay, right. I'm going to go because my camera is flashing at me. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button just below there. Any questions that you've got, reach out to me. Give us a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.